Good evening, everybody. I'm happy to see you again this evening, and I really appreciate your time and the time taken to be in class today. It's a lovely time for every one of us to have a time to talk and to go together and learn together what is in store. Like the rules, as you have known, this lecture will be going for 45 minutes. Then at the end of this, we'll also have a question for 30 minutes. So 45 minutes plus 30 minutes is approximately 1 hour, 90 minutes. I hope all of you can see my screen sharing. And tonight we'll start with the first class on fundamental skills in audio mixing and techniques for digital mixing console. We have started. I hope others that are also interested will join us as we are all online. Now, tonight, I'll be taking us one after the other to the class. Introduction to digital mixing console. As you can see, we have Behringer X32 DMX digital mixing console. We have Prosonius digital mixing console. We have Midas digital mixing console, Midas M32. And also we have Yamaha TF5. Yamaha TF5. These are the most commonly found around mixing console that is more presently available and you can easily come across. But tonight, I will be introducing Yamaha TF5 series to us, and that will be the basics of our studies. Training for this series. We will be focusing on Yamaha TF5 as our case study during the period of this teaching. Yeah, just a brief introduction of myself. I am Tunde Fadex, a broadcast engineer by profession, specialist in digital audio installation and training. I'm also the CEO of Great Fadex International, a broadcast audio engineering company. For more information on me, you can check you can check us on facebook.com/jfadex. Now, to the business of today. What does an audio mixer do? What does an audio mixer do? I don't know. I will need response from here. If you can release your microphone and contribute, it will be great. What does an audio mixer do? I want contribution from the house. You can release your mic to just speak to us if you are with me. Just one or two persons that will give us a brief answer to this question. What does an audio mixer do?
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Yeah. You can go ahead.
Everybody can hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
All right, sir. I think an audio mixer, for me, it's like an input device, like a computer. You know, in the computer, we have input and then output. So I think an audio mixer is like an input device that takes in virtually all audio inputs, like from microphones, our keyboards, guitars, and everything. Then we process it for us for it to give us good and quality sound in any event that we find ourselves. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sholapo, for that answer. Any other contribution from the house? Is there any other person online that would just like to try?
No, I don't know if the house can hear me because the network in my area is bad. Hello?
Hello, we can hear you, Mr. Inka.
Okay, sir. For me, on the mixer, the mixer is just a device that,
Okay.
number one, take in the sound. We have to session to fine tune it before it is sent out to the audience. So mixer is just to fine tune and to determine the amount of the volume that goes out. You fine tune the voice that comes in, then you determine the amount of the sound that you send out. But you set it to your desired pitch or for desired pitch. It's just to fine tune it and to determine the amount of volume that comes in and that goes out.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution. Can I give one more person? Anybody again that want to try? You can release your mic and just make your contribution. Anyone? Okay. All right. Let me stay with these two. Okay. Somebody's online. All free. All right. We can hear you clear and loud.
Yeah, I would say an audio mixer or a sound mixer is an equipment or a device that takes different sound inputs, mixes it to the right tune, then sends it out to the audience or congregation as you may have it.
Okay. Actually, everyone have really make a good contribution and a very good, sampled answer. Let's move forward now and see what another mixer do. Okay. A bit forward. Yes. Now, you can see it's written, no matter how sophisticated, expensive, either analog or digital, audio mixers carry out the same basic functions. One, to blend and control the volume of a number of input signals. Add effect and processing where required, and route the resulting mix to the appropriate destination, which could be a power amplifier, recording device, or both, or broadcast. So you can see that an audio mixer, just like everybody have said, is a device, an electronic device. And its main function is to blend and control the volume of number of input signals, just like Engineer Shola you just mentioned. The input signal can be your keyboard, can be your microphone, and can be your guitar or any other input. Then with that input, it has the privilege to add effects to it, like your equalizers, processors, the gates, the compressors, the limiter, and even voice effects, and processing where required, and route the resulting mix. Mind you, there's an input and an output. The output now is where we have the resulting mix coming out from. Mind you, you have an input, your keyboard, just like we have mentioned. Then you have your output, which is the resulting mix to appropriate destination, which can be power amplifier or direct. Yes, it's power amplifier, but when you have an active speaker, an active speaker is the one that has power amplifier built inside. Then you can route it to your speaker directly, but it will not be to your speaker, it will be to the amplifier of the active speaker. Then to recording device, probably your laptop you are recording or to broadcast. Now, thank God, when COVID came, people didn't know the effect or the implication of a good audio mix to broadcast until when COVID came and we find ourselves doing online services. And you see many churches struggling with their broadcast audio. My church is not exempted from it. Even today's service, I have to be talking to the technical guys. Your audio is distorting. Your audio is this. Your audio is that. They said it's what they are giving them from the main mix. The guy on the console, what is giving the media. I said, yes, I understand, but you can still treat it with your own broadcast mix. You know, all these things are very, very important because where it's going to, it can be for even a live broadcast. It can be to a DSNG if you're into live event and you are transmitting. It can also be to a live event, you send it to their station for broadcast. It can be to YouTube. It can be to Facebook, Instagram, or any other social media platform. So that is why an audio mixer is an integrity and is a very, very sensitive equipment. Now, when we are talking about an audio mixer, the first thing that comes to the mind of an audio engineer is your gain structure. I can tell you, if you can get your gain structure right, and you know how to maintain a balance in your gain structure as an audio engineer, then you won't have any issue with your mix. Because it's this gain structure that control all the input faders, and we also control the outputs. It's the one that gates, like you want to enter Lagos now, and they said when you get to Bega, you know, from Bega after the long bridge, you enter Lagos. Now, if you want to enter Abuja, there's this city gates also. So that's how we have gain structure. It is a gate that you enter that allows your input signal to enter. So the purpose of gain structure in an audio mixing console is to normalize the amount of signal coming from the device that plugged into the mixer. Mind you, the device can be your keyboard, the device can be your microphone, the device can be your guitar, the device can be another mixer coming in. Now, it would be nice if all the instruments and vocals sent out to the level of signal, but they don't. They don't, which is exactly why we have gain, why gain exists. Mind you, you know that we have keyboard, we know that we have guitar, bass guitar, and other things. All these instruments, they have preamp. They have a gain inside their system already. A keyboard has a gain. Guitar, they have a gain. It's an electronic gain. Now, when you send those things into your console, this is the area where you control the level of the inputs, because the gain is already preamp. There's a gain from your keyboard, there's a gain from your bass guitar, there's a gain from your combo. Now, you need this gain structure. You have to get it right here, because if you don't get the amount of signal you want to come in, then you are in for a trouble by the time you start proper mixing. So when gain is tuned all the way down, the value is closed. You can see from the picture here, where I'm shaking my mouse. This guy is trying to adjust this gain structure for Yamaha TF5, as I've told you, we are going to use that. And you can see the display on this, trying to get a very good gain structure. Now, if the gain moves the value, that when the gain is turned all the way down, the value is closed. And the more you turn up, the more the value opens, letting more signal through to the audio meter. So it's like a gate. You close it, the more you open it, the more it opens up to you. And that's how, now, for you to have a good gain structure, keep in mind, when setting gain, it doesn't matter where the fader is or the channels. We are coming to faders. You can even set gain while the channel is muted, because both the fader and the mute button do not affect gain structure in any way. They don't affect gain that is coming. When you mute your mixer or you turn your faders down, your gain is still there. Because why? If you put in your headphone, you will still discover that your gain is there. Make it an habit to set gain at the beginning of every rehearsal or dress rehearsal or whatever. Probably it can be, let me use it, this before the worship time, we call it sound check. Yes, sound check. It is not something you can set once and then never look at it again because things changes. So it means that you must be very, very, very sensitive with your gain. If your gain structure, if you get it wrong, then you are going to have a problem in your mix. Because that's the gate that opens all your channels inputs and also send to your channels output. And just as we have described the mixer, is input versus output. So from there, it must be very clear to us that to know that gain is not volume control. Some people, when they are doing their mix, I've witnessed a lot of this in an event or any time I have to visit one church or the other. I see most of the time that the engineer will be using the gain as a volume. They will leave the pedal on a particular level and be adjusting the gain up and down. No, it's not your volume. The one that is restoring for volume, we are coming to that, we know. In the Yamaha TF5, you can see the picture, the structure, that's the one beside you here. You can see that as this center, where we have the green level, that's where we have a good gain structure. When you have green level like this, whenever you see the microphone is connected, or digital is connected, and you can have this green level, then it means that your gain structure is good. You know, green in audio engineering or in sound mixing is telling us that we are on the safer side. We are good to go. It's clean, it's smooth. You are not in the distortion rate. Green level means everything is fine. Everything is good with your mix. The goal, I always remember that gain is not a volume control. It is the front door to your mixer. The goal is to use gain to get everything operating at the same level before it comes into the mixer. And this may seem small, but getting gain right is a giant leap. I mean, a giant leap forward to creating a great mix. If you can get your gain structure right, it's a giant leap forward to a great mix. You too, you will enjoy what you are hearing. Because it means that your output level indicator, that's the meter indicator on your output level, you see everything approaching green level, smooth level, clean level, and clear audio. So we must be able to know how to get our gain right.